Okay, on to another video. This one we're going to, again, we're in our drive and we're in my folder there. Let's go back into my testing folder there. And in this, we're going to create, there's Google Sheets. I can show it to you really, really quickly. It's basically Excel. It's got the same sort of functionality. Does it have all that stuff? No. But you can sort everything. You can create your cells. You're going to see it again when we use forms. But really, really simple, pretty straightforward. Nothing new, or at least that I've experienced yet. If there's something else, please let me know. But we're going to go in here and show you slides. This is PowerPoint. This is essentially what it is. Again, it's a stripped down version, meaning that it doesn't have all the crazy transitions. It's got a lot of transitions, but not the ones that PowerPoint has. For some pretty basic themes, you can download some different themes as well. But I just want to show you a couple of things of use to this. One of those things is we talked about before about inserting a video. And you insert the pictures the same way as we showed you in Docs, and that's in here. But you'll notice video is also here. So let's go up here. Let's go to YouTube. And again, remember, Google owns YouTube. And we're going to put in, sorry, let's keep with the third teacher again. And we make your classroom. This is a good video. So say I wanted to include this video right in a PowerPoint. To do that, or into my presentation, to do that in PowerPoint is a little bit complicated, especially if you're trying to do a connection. Let's do it simply. Find a video you like. Go up and you're going to right click and just copy the URL, the address of that video. Go in here, you're going to insert a video. Insert a video. You can do it two ways. You can search YouTube for it. That's one way to do it from here. I find it because there's so much stuff on YouTube, it's very hard to narrow it down. The better way is to go to the URL. If I then paste in that video, comes up right away, select, boom, right there it is. You can resize it, put it right in there, and then it will play when you present this. Here's what it looks like, and there it is, right on screen, and it plays for you right on there. So that's incredibly quick, and that's a great tool to be able to do. Now remember, this is just a link. You're not inserting the video, you're not taking the video, you're not downloading it from YouTube. That's technically illegal. YouTube doesn't want you to download videos from them. You are not taking, all you're doing is providing a link. Because the whole thing is web-based, it's able to do it seamlessly. What's important is if you're going to use this as a presentation tool, like you're going to present somewhere, you got to make sure you have Wi-Fi access, internet access, because if you don't, the videos aren't going to come up. You're not even going to be able to get to the PowerPoint at all, actually. So you want to make sure you're using it. If you're going to go somewhere that doesn't have internet, becoming more and more rare that someplace doesn't have internet, but if you can't rely on that connection, then I would still use PowerPoint, absolutely. But this is the value of that is that it's very simple to do. The transitions are very easy. You can create another page quite simply with text. Again, if you're going to want to add a picture, it's the same way. Copy that image URL and insert an image by URL, paste that, select it, there it is. You can do whatever you want with it. You can animate that if you want, and add an animation of clicking in, and you can play it just to see what it looks like. You can do anything you want like you would in a PowerPoint, and there's great value in it. Here's one of the really interesting ways to do it though. If you go down here and say publish to the web, what you're doing is you're publishing this presentation of slides to the web, so it will play on the web, and that allows you to set it kind of like a website in and of itself. You're going to just say you could change everything. You could even get an embed code, which is interesting. That's a little bit more advanced. But if you just click publish, yeah, I want to, it'll give you a link. So if you can press Control-C or just copy that link, and then what you'll see is if I go up here and I paste it in, here's the presentation. It's right there. You'll notice there's controls down here that allow you to then experience this slideshow as you want, but it just views. You're not sending this way. You can send somebody your presentation, and they could view it as you would and want them to view it. They could see it. You wouldn't be, if you were doing this with PowerPoint, you'd have to send them the actual file. They would then have your file. They would then have to open it, run it, if they have PowerPoint on their machine, and then be able to go with it. That means they could change the PowerPoint as well. There's no editing here. You're just sending them a link. It exists online. What I use this for in administration is I do a weekly newsletter. I'll show it to you really quick. In mine, where are we? Panther's Pace, that's what we call it. Every week I do a newsletter. Here's what our most recent one looks like. Okay, and I create this whole presentation. I recopy it every week, and I just put in different things. And if you go to the publish to the web, it's already published, but I'm going to copy that. If I show you that, this is what I send to teachers every week. I just give them the link. They're able to see what's going on this week. They're able to see news. There's links in here that they can click to find out. You know, here's a link from my spec ed department. Lots of different things here. I can show you how to use all these sorts of things. Also, the great thing about that is there's easy to put pictures in there of our girls winning the championship again. And there's videos here. Kid President is a great video, so they can watch it right within the presentation, right in here. I always put videos in every week, whether they're my own videos like this one, or if they're videos that I just find on YouTube. I do it all the time. So what it does is it allows you to really send basically an interactive, or at least a multimedia newsletter, presentation, or whatever. A lot of the same tools as we've had before, a lot of the same stuff that you've seen before, but really what changes the game for me in this one is the ability to insert video very, very easily. I've had to do it in PowerPoint. It's not that easy. This is really easy. And the ability to publish it to the web, which then allows us to do a whole different thing. Again, you could make this video and then save it as a Microsoft PowerPoint. Again, you've got it there. So there's always that ability to download it as, but the publish to the web and that inserting video are the two things that I think change the game for me.